streaming space who are also like available to coach. So it's kind of whichever makes more sense. But most likely I'll be coaching someone, just not sure who yet. I can say that it looks very likely that one of us is going to be working with the footballer. Usually we work with the athletes in those types of situations. Just, I don't know, kind of a natural fit, since Eric and myself are top class athletes ourselves. Okay. Natural fit for the chess boxing champ. User. Trying to warm up with some rapid chess. Very risky air lies. It's, yep. The entire thing is risky. Believe me, I know. Hey, Abraham Lincoln. Thanks for the 8 months. Thanks, bro. What's up, CH? Waterfall. I think anyone who knocks down Mr. Lawrence Trent is immediately a top caliber athlete. Should we just start calling it a boxing match, Loafs? Just do away with the chess? He's going for this E4, D4 stuff by the looks of it. Does anyone know the name of the system we're playing right here? I gotta take that. Definitely an opening here that we've used for quite some time with, I would say, a decent amount of success. That's correct. Rare where? Definitely a hedgehog here. Yeah, I wouldn't even use the word variant. Like it just is a hedgehog. Yep. Correct. Uh in general, Lolly, yes. But I'd say there's the hedgehog is a flexible opening. A lot of the times the rook only goes to e8 because it's useful to defend this, or in these situations, a lot of times like d5 happens, and so these two files get open. But yeah, rook to d8 or e8. Rook e8 is also nice because we can still use the d8 square as like a pivot. And it's a little bit unclear in this opening which side of the board the action happens on. So yeah, the rook goes somewhere. Sure, we might play this. Oftentimes this bishop goes back here, which you can see might be useful. Definitely this move. Very key ingredient in a lot of these lines, but not always queen a8. Queen a8 can be a little too one-dimensional. Like, we make a threat, we put some pressure, but it's also very far away from the action. So sometimes it's just queen b8 and then maybe trying to support b5, because black wants to play one of these two pawn breaks for the most part. So I would say some combo of like these moves, bishop f8, and then trying to play one of these. And then this knight obviously has two pretty decent moves. This one looks bad because it doubles the pawns, but when we take back this way, it also opens our bishop nicely. We get nice control of d4, and this bishop is not great, just hitting the e-pawn. And knight c5 is, well, I mean, obvious reasons. It just makes a threat, so has to be a reasonable move. Yes, queen a8 definitely feels fancy, right? Tucking your queen away here, you're like, ooh, look at me. Damn. Okay. So opponent goes h3. It definitely looks like a little bit of a nothing move. Yeah. definitely a nothing move there. From my experience playing this opening, rook d8 feels like the normal move, but a lot of times rook e8 is correct. It's kind of hard to explain. But I would say this decision pains me often. Like, I feel like I don't always make the right choice between them. I don't think you can make a bad choice, but there are some subtleties that usually make one of them slightly better. If the queen was on e3 here, I would say rook e8 would be an absolute no-brainer. Queen on d4, if bishop a3 ever happens, we always have knight c5, so we're not that worried about this pawn. So I'm thinking about this, also thinking about queen to b8. If g4 happens, I think we can play h6 with less problems. I'm just going to go for rook e8 this time. Feels like it's doing absolutely nothing, but I think it's just experience playing this opening. The rook on e8 often performs very well. Okay, I'm definitely not... Yeah, these last two moves don't appear to be very impressive to me. I'm definitely going to play this move quickly because I'm getting the feeling my opponent has basically no idea what he's doing. Obviously, his moves are not bad. I don't have a big advantage, but they're definitely not... I don't know what they do, you know? They're a little bit random. So, because of that, I'm going to continue with the moves that I said we were going to do. Now, there's a little bit of pressure on this pawn here as well. Because of his weird moves, I'm starting to feel like rook d8 we have time for. Basically, rook e8 is the safer move, but rook d8, if I can get away with it, can be a little bit nicer and more helpful, especially for moves like this. And based on his moves here, I think we actually probably can get away with it. Okay, knight to h4. So we can see a very clear intention to play f4, I would assume. Thinking about bishop f8 to just cover that g7 pawn forever. Bit of a weird move. d5, we have to reckon with e5, but it's possible. Don't think we're ready for it. Another big idea is when they play this that we respond with pawn to e5. Sometimes possible. Here I'm not thinking that that's the case though. And do we have time for any b5 move? Doesn't look like it. That looks a little bit too forced. I definitely like this. And then after f4, we do need a move. Is e5 the big idea there? I think so. I'm thinking about this and maybe a rook on d8. But I really think the rook belongs on e8, so I'm not that excited to do that. Let's start with this because I'm pretty sure that's the move we want to do. And I mean, yeah, this move wouldn't make sense if you didn't play this next, so kind of have to. This on its own definitely carries a big enough threat to be concerned. That's why I was suggesting perhaps a rook on d8 makes some sense here. Actually, even giving some thought to something like this, but a little bit too whack for the moment, I think. This one is the most principled. I think we'll go with the principled move. It always feels a little bit suspect because it kind of justifies the knight over there, but I think it's normal. We give up a huge square, definitely. So there's no doubt about that. But we should be able to make a bit of pressure happen here. Like I think we can take and maybe try b5, and this is, I feel like this is the nature of oh, he takes with the queen. Okay, I mean, maybe smart in terms of we were gonna put some pressure on that, but it's kind of hard not to play knight there. Obviously, this is not a threat right now, but something I would keep a little bit of an eye on. Knight g4. I guess you can maybe, I don't know, looks definitely suspicious, but I mean, if we can somehow like coordinate, like this is one of those we have to come back. So if he takes, this is what I meant about knight g4, was we had this tactic. Obviously we don't have it now. This is threatened here, but I think we could bring the rooks like this. I mean, this looks pretty normal here. And then bring the bishop back, double. When the knight here goes here, we're basically going to eliminate it straight away. And we're just on the lookout for potential moves there. Is this one a threat? I guess it kind of does look like it. That's really annoying. I don't want to have to deal with this. dude. Can we play this, or is it too much? I'm so not interested in defending this. It's hilarious. Because if knight d5 takes, ugh. Let's try this. I feel like knight takes bishop a6 is a move at least. Yeah. We have to stick with the whole thing here. Oh, I didn't even consider this. Could be a little concerning there. Yeah, we have knight d3, but obviously with this threat, I don't think that's more important. So let's save the rook. And we just have a bunch of random ideas. I don't think anything's working. We just have a bunch of stuff aimed in certain directions. We just hope that it leads to something. I think there's pretty good pressure here, but no immediate anything that I can see. Here. Definitely a risky move, but okay, maybe the pin's mildly useful. I don't know. Probably the bishop should go back. I thought we could play here. This is concerning because I need this bishop here. And it's not making it there in a good way. Obviously, a very shoddy defense here. He takes it. He calls it out. I think we just have to go back because knight d3, I mean, there's a knight c6 move at the end. Probably not right. Here, there's quite a lot happening if the rook's doubled on the d file, though. So, it's not nothing. I feel a bit better with the bishop here. His bishop on h6 was kind of trolling. I should have brought it back earlier. Just so solid. Played this, and queen f6 hit us. Very tactical position opening up here. Most likely this next. Knight is like very strange, right? Okay. At some point, I just turned on the afterburners. Hope to just outspeed him. It was right around here I realized I was doing a pretty good job, but I was spending too much time trying to actually play the position. I could feel it. And finally, I started to like make a move. Because I think we played a pretty nice game to find some tactics there. I shouldn't say nice game, but a nice sequence to find a few tricky moves. Because yeah, this all of a sudden is definitely going to be winning for black. There's no doubt about it. Bishop C. Oh, there's bishop G1, I guess. It's kind of a weird tactic. Damn. So I wonder what the... Yeah, E5 is good. So taking and then B5 is just the wrong order, I guess. The engine wants us to do this first. Because we have knight G4 as a threat, which I mentioned. Big move. And if the knight takes, then we have our same idea of taking and winning this pawn on E4 with the knight hanging. Which is why we played B5, or why we played takes. Because I was thinking, okay, if he takes, we can play this. But should have done it in a different order. So we had the right idea. It's you know, a central break, B5. And this is why I was saying, from experience in this opening, you just put the rook on E8. It's just, it works out better than D8. And in this case, if my rook wasn't on E8, I feel like we'd be in big trouble here. I'm sure he had some moves here, by the way. Like, I'm quite sure. But we're held together by this, once again, this knight G4. It's just his king on H2, when he put it there earlier, was subject to a lot of these kind of threats. He did have more time than us. He didn't play a bad game. Yeah, this was a huge miss. I was pointing it out as it had like a... This is a honestly relatively easy move to play. So that was, I think, a big mistake. But here, I thought we were kind of okay again. And then, yeah, definitely not perfect, but these were all random pre-moves. Don't want to be the guy who's the hero at the end, you know, playing the good chess moves but losing on time. No one cares about that guy. I don't know why he wasn't pushing the A and B pawns as well. It turns out he wasn't very fast in the end. Fortunate for us. But once we played rook D7, rook D8, I think it was very clear that all of our pieces were working together pretty nicely. Some long-range diagonals and everything. GG to J Nitz. What's up, Jack? You can't believe that no one wants to smoke weed with you, Tomas? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You're here in Twitch chat and no one's smoking weed with you. That's disrespectful, honestly. Oh, there you go. Lemon Haze 69. Okay, with a username like that, we have to believe him. We have to believe him. I think he's with you right now, Tomas. That username checks out. Well, we delivered, Lenora. We're nothing if not consistent. There you go. Okay, Tomasz is smoking with someone now. Okay, this is what we like to see. Chat is thriving. Huh. It's a mouse slip. Wanted rook e8, of course. King there actually kind of annoying, low key. I feel like the slip really killed us there. Just no point to be down upon for absolutely no reason. It's crazy that there's nothing here. It's so insane, man. How is it possible? Ah, King G5. Could have still flagged him. No, but I mean, Bishop C7, there's like no moves all of a sudden. It's crazy. Why did I take that? Fuck's sakes. It's like 20 pawns hanging here. Queen d4 there would have been a better move. Mate in 2 or 3 if he sacks the rook. Ugh. Have to deal with bishop g5. I'm not interested in taking this. I don't want the... Oh, okay. If you're going to give me a rook, I take it back. I still regret it. I need this knight on e5. Like, nothing matters except getting it there, I think. Wouldn't have been in time. Thought maybe we could get a couple more moves at the end if we didn't slip, but I don't think it would have mattered. We're way too slow. Queen e7 is a bit odd, but I feel like I've seen this before. It's like, why are we taking so much time on that move? Dude, I'm slipping everything. Like, not taking this is so fucking disturbing. That's brutal. Don't even have a check down there. The slips are crazy. So many slips. Oh, it's unlucky. We're going to have a very bad game now. Bad timing on that move. D4 works pretty well against this. Yeah. Can we play an entire game without slipping? Challenge. Impossible. Is this one? 97. King c5 was friendly. Not going to allow d4 this time. That's much better. We can capture. hey, we've just played this opening, haven't we? Shocker, my pieces are going exactly where you thought they would. Because they always go there. Ugh. That's not what we wanted. Guess we can put this here. Man, every single move is like being covered. We should have threats here, but why am I not seeing them? Weird game. I think we can play b4 here. b5 is loose here. Brett resigns there is quite something. Don't know that I would have resigned that. Can we play this? Basically, if I can't play it, I feel like I'm lost, so that's why I'm playing it. We're in big trouble, yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately my rook on... Yeah, I mean, it's just very lost. Yeah. It's just no way to... Every piece is on the wrong square for all those tactics, sadly. We're never surviving those. Push h7. Good morning, Brazilian monk. Hello, Nick. Yeah. .95, just have to do it. Not sure if this will work. But in a bullet game, it's definitely the move that's required. Dude, the knight's impossible. Like, we had a good game, and of course, it just, the way that it ended up, you never want to play a time scramble against a fucking knight. Like, just unlucky. Like, f4 is the move that we're supposed to play here, but just not a very interesting move. Oh my god. 50 move rule as I'm about to play a4 is just like, the luck is just like off the charts. I've, I have nothing to say to that. So unlucky. This move is pretty bad. Don't need bishop g4. Hmm. Knight d6 is a good move. The fuck? I can't make a move. Fuel for the bras. Thank you, Asilius. Eddie, thanks for the 86 months, buddy. Thank you to Eddie, the Endgame Magician. Excited for PogChamps, Eddie? Sure. Why the hell not? Oh my god. Did not see that. Did not see that. There's always going to be a move for that's always annoying. Always going to be a move when you're down so much material. I mean, yeah, could have done with a rook on the board there. Thanks for the 8 with Prime, Abraham Lincoln, Nitty 38. I don't know what that means, Eddie, but I'll take it as pure excitement. Am I listening to the music you hear? Yes. It's sub only, Aralize. Why do you hate us? Hello, Mance. Oh, Tomasz has a burning joint right now. Anyone want the joint from Tomasz? He's passing it around. Grab it while it's hot. Oh no, these are bad value. +3, fuck. I think we leave that. It's a bad move. Fuck. I forgot we're playing the CMs. They only play one game. These guys are so useless. One game. Oh my god. One bullet game. Can't play anyone here. Can't show them who's boss, Lolly. They don't stick around long enough to learn. Thanks for the 6 months, Johnny. 100 bits. Brazilian monk. I don't think we have it today. Thanks for the 3 months, Airlies. Now you can check your rating. Make sure we didn't scam you. That's the problem, Brazilian. Don't end up playing these guys long enough. Just play one game and leave, so we might never be warmed up. Still can't get anyone here. I should have known, Freddy. Friday, you know, it's right around gym time. Right around gym time. Let's see if we can use the fuel from Silius and Brazilian. Who's Jim? I don't know, but he's popular, I tell you. Everyone's going to see him. Skinner, thanks for the 30. Thank you, Skinner 901. Welcome back in with us. Happy Friday to you, Skinner. B6. Let's think here. Trying to figure out what setup he's going for, and it's not quite clear to me yet. I want to know if he's going to play like, okay, he goes 97, still not 100% clear, but if you play here, they go here, and then your bishop should be there. If you play here, they usually go for this setup, and your bishop should be there. So there's really no winning, especially because I can't commit this too early here. So I think it's better to play this, anticipating this, and then go back, rather than play this and then have to go here again. So I'm going to play this. This is also the more common setup. So obviously he's going to switch and play this now, having seen these two pieces, but that's okay. At least we get him to play this way instead of like this. Or he could just play this and we transpose just fine. See, artistic. So like I said, he's obviously going to switch his plan to this now. After seeing bishop d3, it's the only thing that makes sense. And by the way, he might not have been switching. Maybe he was always intending to do this, but I couldn't have known when I had to put my bishop out. Because if I play bishop e2, maybe he would switch to this plan, and then my bishop should be there. So personally, I'd rather play against this than this. So we'll just castle, bishop back to e2. And yeah, if he plays e4, we bring the knight back, which is why I don't want to bring my knight here, because then my knight has to go somewhere bad like e1. Happy Friday to Apex Monkey. Thanks for the 19, man. Cheers, Apex. Never, man. If he's taking, we're always taking with the c-pawn. Goes queen there. Let's go rook e1. Always a useful move. Playing a bit quick here. Yeah, he takes. This is not great for us. We want to play this, but then takes would have been unfortunately quite good. So we just have a bad position now. We just played too quick because a5 here, I think we have a huge advantage. Knight takes c3 is a crushing move. c5 looks pretty good. Yeah, knight f2 wins the game, so I have to blunder b2, I think. Whole thing is just unfortunate. We play a5 here. I think we're just massive advantage. Yeah, I can't stop knight f2 without allowing c5. And queen c1 is just tragic. Can never be a good move. When a position is just so bad and it could have been so good. Like after a5, we're just completely chilling. He should have played a6, which I wasn't really paying attention to. But yeah, he should have started with a6. Yeah, now we're just like suffering. Bishop to b4. I can't describe how weird that is. That's such a strange decision. It doesn't make any sense to me. Really struggling to understand that. Of course, I'm sure he's going to be correct, but no, that move is weird. That's a very weird move. Bishop back to g7 is automatic. He's doing some funny stuff here. He's doing some funny stuff that's probably going to be correct. Bishop on b4 just dominates my rooks, huh? How does it work so well? And d5 just happens. No. FK gone. What can we do, buddy? We're dealing with a bishop on b4. The guy won our pawn and then put the bishop here instead of just bringing it back. That is, I can't imagine anyone thinking to do that. Except this guy. Our rook on e2 is completely dominated. We have no We have nothing to do with that piece. We're just dominated here. Thanks, Harkin, for the new prime. We didn't just lose a pawn, we lost like everything. We lost dancing. Obviously, a very unusual and gargantuan think from our opponent. I mean, we can barely move pieces here, guys. It's just tragic out there. Like, we can literally not move. There's not a single move for us available. It's crazy. Knight d2, you guys are all blundering. I mean, it's hard to blame you. There's not much you can do here except blunder. All of a sudden, he's got his speed back. That's not good for us. That's not good for us. He's walking into a pin. Okay, interesting decision. Yeah. Something obviously up with this guy. Unfortunate mouse slip. Yes. Very unfortunate. I think we were dead. Completely dead. Like one of the most hopeless games I've played. This guy's still here fighting the good fight. I was so upset with this decision to play c4. If we play a5 here, oh man. Just played too quick in the opening. Bad position for no reason. This is a big position for white. Big position. It's the ideal setup. He can't really do this. He doesn't want to do that. We can push, we can take. It's all, we decide what happens. We can play this. And he never wants to take because we can take back. If he pushes, we have an answer. So it's not clear what he's going to do. But yeah, I played too fast. Rook e1 and then a6. Played way too fast here. We should make the other useful moves in our position like this, for example. Would have been smarter. So we just got blasted here. Man, bishop b4. Well, got to take our luck. Got to take our luck. Oh, okay. We have time for one bullet game. These guys are so funny. These CMs. One bullet game and leave and like. Yep. FK gone. It was your 5 subs, buddy, that helped me, that propelled me through that. We couldn't have done it without you. I was starting to lose faith. I didn't believe we could do it anymore. Luck is a habit. I'll take it. Good morning to Tim. Purdue today, Tim. Oh, last game, 10 p.m. Oh shit, a late one. A late one. Ole Miss against Michigan State, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan, Auburn, Purdue, and Houston. +4 for these. blind. Blind. The fuck am I doing? Oh, one bullet game. I forgot. One game and it's time to hit the gym. Good morning, learner. The one bullet game is that's one that'll really, till my older years, I may not ever understand this one. The CMs need gym buddies. It's true, yeah. Going to the gym alone is a statement. Oof. Guess we'll play the Nimzo. Bishop f4. It's kind of a weird one. Is it 92? I guess. Must feel like we're supposed to take now, just because 92 is coming. This move kind of threatens knight h5, so usually you see h3 against it. Got a couple different ideas. I'm not really sure how we're going to play. We have bishop a6 as well. That's still fine for us, I think. Yeah, it looks like a reasonable move. He has knight d2 against it. Need a rook on d8. I think c5. Yeah, okay. Here we should probably play e5. Hmm. I think maybe d5, e4. Is this a move? It actually is. We can't take on c4. That's unusual. Wow. We can take on c4 with the bishop and then take on e2, but it feels like knight b3 shouldn't even be playable. Probably need to move this bishop just for safety, just because that's a bit annoying. So he goes there, we have to just go back. Yeah, good timing with this move because he does have this next, and you know we'll be forced to take him. So I don't really have time to play this, which means he's gonna get e4, which is definitely, I would say, an achievement. When the knight goes there, I can't be forced to take it. That's no good for me. So I think we have to do this. This needs to move. We have a very strange position here, but I'm hopeful that it just doesn't last very long. Yeah, this move makes sense. I thought we had knight b8 as an idea. Knight f6 is with checks, so we can't do that. We also have this, but maybe he has like some takes and queen there. So that's why I was thinking knight b8 made sense. I don't mind knight b8. Just as a temporary move. He's probably going to go here after. But if we play this, knight takes and queen c6, it just has that air about it, like it can work, but I guess we just go knight back to b7 and it's nothing. So we should probably play this. Yeah. Surely we do this. How does this not end up like winning material for us though? That's what's concerning. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something big here. Because, you know, his bishop looks like it's not win material, but like it just looks good for us. So if we go here and knight f6, will queen c6 happen? I don't know. That looks quite risky. I feel like this is... yeah, we can't be playing this f4 stuff. There's too many. Bishop g4 will happen. So I think we want to go here. Now, there is queen c6, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. So I think we're going to see this. Or takes, honestly. But for some reason, I'm expecting that. Funny guys. Funny guys today, all hanging their queens. Well, there you go. There you go. You saw that coming? You really did, Baz? Thank you, Baz Maniac. 5 subs and a dub. Cheers, Baz Maniac. If you predicted that, that's impressive. Because at 2350, I feel like that should not be a thing. It's what you may have done in his place. Ah, okay. Well, then it makes sense. Yeah, g4 needed to happen. The knight was so strong there. But yeah, we were going to get our pieces out. I liked our position. Weird opening. It was like the London system combined with the Nimzo. I didn't really understand it. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game in the end. Funny if chess.com introduces a bug where the top line randomly hangs a queen. Yeah, that has chess.com April Fools written all over it, doesn't it? Our opponents have just been hanging queens last couple games, so it's meant that we've been able to make a small push. The Hamilton effect. Yeah, this is our doing. Couldn't happen to you guys. Sorry. Just a me thing. Well, FK Gone had 5 gifted subs, and our opponent hung the queen when we were in a tough position. Baz Maniac came in with 5 gifted subs, and our opponent hung a queen when we were in a tough position. I'm just saying, there's a pattern here. You'd be a fool not to notice it. French defense, not likely. It's a tough one. Giant 05, I'm just putting it out there. I think it's a real phenomenon. Let's not overlook it. We have a whole French speedrun if you're interested in French gameplay. Very high T move, yeah. The guy is sending it, as they say. Decided to play this because if he moves his bishop and then he trades, it's definitely better than if I had played it initially. Is it new, MC? I don't think it is at all. It might be new to you. Welcome. Interesting, pandas, because yeah, bishop a6 c6, you'd still have to trade with me. Dirty Dog 61, 10 subs. Okay, well, let's see what happens with 10. Thank you, Dirty Dog, with the gifties. Incoming queen hang. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Thank you, Zubat the Pokemon, for the new Prime sub. Could be in the cards, Mr. MC. Indeed. Could be in the cards. Would that be of interest to you? Thanks again, Dirty Dog. Hopefully we don't choke this game. This guy's playing very, very fast. No, I don't think it's bad, FK, but because I think it's always available, I wasn't trying to rush it. And sometimes people play A3, at which point I would say it makes much more sense to do. But yeah, it's not crazy at all. I think it's the main, like it's going to be the main plan. I hope you have a great weekend as well, Munir. Holy hell. What the fuck? I mean, I get it. He wants H3, G4, but that seems a little surprising. I mean, there's no, I kind of just have to do this, and he's gonna do his stuff on the other side of the board, and that's just the game. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, Queen A4. I think he was just gonna move the king. That's why I didn't do it. If it would make him play A3, then it would probably be a very smart move. Obviously, White's gonna do this. We have to just continue over here. When this happens, we definitely don't want to be taking and opening the file, in my opinion. So when this happens, we can go knight to h6, or I could spend more time and play g6 here and play knight g7. I'm trying to decide which makes more sense. Is b4 playable first? Yeah, it's just whether I want to play g6, knight g7, or if I'm fine with the knight sort of chilling on h6. Because if I don't play g6, obviously I'm one move quicker on the other side of the board. I feel like b4 is the move. Definitely don't want to open the line here. Yeah, if he pushes, obviously that's nothing. It feels like we're making some, we at least have a few threats here. I definitely like this move next. Try to bring the rook up and over. Or open the B file as well. And once we move the queen, we can basically just play king d7, and that'll count as castling because it'll activate our h8 rook. And yeah, we definitely don't care about this because it gives our knight the square back. Much more important to keep the file closed. So I have no interest in taking. So yeah, queen a4 definitely comes to mind here. Queen a4, b3, a3. Obviously, we're always spying a potential sack. I'm not sure that it immediately works. Regardless, queen a4 should be the move here. Also, once my king moves, suddenly I'm threatening to just take this pawn, honestly. Like, we're just playing a normal game at that point. So after king here, I'm just wondering, like, am I bothered by pawn takes at all? Because taking doesn't feel great. You know, he gets his bishop out. It looks pretty solid. King here. The question is also rook here. He could take and then play a3. It's, you know, that's holding. So do we play a5? I don't know. Then we can't use the a file at all there. If we play b3, it's very committal because he'll play a3, and obviously we can sack, but I'm not 100% sure that it works. I feel that I need to be better prepared for that. Let's just do this. He can take, I think I'll take it back. It's not ideal, but gotta be fine. We need to use our other rook here. We're not going to be able to do enough with just these pieces, I think. Also, as I said, I like this because it kind of makes a sneaky threat over here. I don't need to necessarily get a checkmate out of this. I think we got to take this. It's the move that makes the most sense from him, so I understand that. My king's definitely exposed, but it's nice that knight g5 is covered. My knight over here is kind of like basically forgotten, But I think with the 2 rooks, a queen, an open line to the king, we should be able to make enough threats that matter. And I don't see the danger around my king yet. Rook c6, rook b8 might be a nice way to do it. A bit nicer than rook b8, rook b7, rook b8, which is like a bit clumsy. This threatens to double, but also maybe rook a6 as well. And obviously, you know, this queen trade we would do. Ooh, okay, closes. Oh my god. Oh. Not only is there a potential fork here, but oh, the knight's in the game. Oh, g5 is just criminal. You should be locked up for that move. Nah. Our knight's in the game. Our king is safe. Queen here. We have c3 as well. Because now, as I said, it's not even about the attack anymore. If the queens were off the board here, I would also be better. It would be, yeah, it would be a winning position. So still some work to be done, but it does look promising with, yeah, so he's getting queen e1. That's his idea. And then if I push to threaten mate and the rook, then he's got rook h2. So maybe just barely hanging on. Just barely. Yeah. I think technically it does, so I guess this doesn't work. Barely hanging on. But we can't force it. Rook c6 and like just bringing the pieces over looks completely fine. Is it an achievement to get our knight to e4? That I don't know. Just gonna play the game, chill. Okay, now the guy is just trolling. Like, he's just not seeing this move for some reason. It's been here for a while. Don't, like, I guess he got totally lucky that he had queen e1 on that previous turn, because he definitely didn't register to him that this was playable. Okay, definitely gonna play this. Okay, we can play rook b8, sure, but I'm 100% going to play g6 just to keep everything together there. He has to play queen c1. I think only way to cover both, unless he's playing rook c2. Yeah, he does. We have rook here. If we play it and he goes b3, it's hard to imagine that working. Okay, and yeah, this one I don't think quite does the job. We have queen a3. Maybe to go to d. I kind of like queen a3, actually. I think queen a3 is very, very good here. It's annoying for him to have to deal with that. Yeah, I think queen a3 is quite good. And also I'm threatening maybe c3 next. Could be. A lot of good looking moves coming up, I think. Oh, okay. So if we play c3, we're threatening to just completely crush. So he has to play b3, but we can sack. So I think c3 wins the game here. c3 should be, we're taking on b2. I mean, this is just over. Yeah. Should be enough. We can just sack here. Rook b2. Yeah, a2 is mate, so. GG. Opponent must have got lucky missing knight g3 the first time, but no, there's no forgiving this. This is the worst move you can play that doesn't lose material. Like, g5 is equivalent to losing a piece, is how it feels. The evaluation swing is so significant. Oh, it's such a bad move. It just means that I have nothing to worry about over here anymore, and a piece of mine that I was saying didn't exist, and I was hoping we could make threats with 3 pieces, all of a sudden exists in the best way possible. Like, that's my best square on the entire board for that night, and he's giving it to me. So yeah, definitely pretty meaningful. I mean, yeah, it's no secret. Long castling here is just, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's certainly not good. It's just too easy for us to get the pawns going. And he didn't even play queen c2, so we had this great queen a4 move. Okay, the computer wants this. And then rook b8. Fucking A, man. Definitely didn't see that one. Damn. Rook b8. Big boss move. I know, what the hell? I'm slacking here, Scott. Frisbee Dogs, thanks for the 19 with Prime. Welcome back. You're not that good at chess. Hey, me neither, man. You and I are the same. Yeah. The reason, though, that I didn't see it is also because I wasn't hunting for it, because I thought my position was good. If I didn't think my position was good, I might be more desperate in terms of my calculation. But sometimes when you have like a position you're happy with, you're not really interested in these like, oh, speculative move, it could work, it could not. There's just no need to mess it up. When knight h6, I thought I definitely have to have a decent position. Well, I mean, this is just an engine line moats, but obviously we're threatening to take and just all the pieces come in. But yeah, it's not going to have a very human explanation. It's the best move. I mean, that's what the engine says. The engine sees far enough ahead to know that white cannot stop this attack, but it's not an obvious move for anyone to play. You can't really take because you lose your queen. So the threat of rook takes and like queen a4 a2 is just too strong, and none of the pieces can really help defend. Oh, seems very logical. Oh, got it, Rice Rat. Yeah, you probably saw this one. You probably saw it take c3 and rook b8. Yeah, does look logical, I agree. Hello, Java. I was reminding the people. Some people were saying, hey man, we got CZ today. I'm like, nope, it's been announced, 31st. Still starting the speedrun in March as promised. CZ on the way. Hello, Asios. You big gym guy, Asios? Big group lesson guy? It's our chess factory, Asios. We're trying to get people buff. Monthly factory sessions. Bad Kip, thanks for the 52 months. Hey, Bad Kip. Getting you guys like gaining 100, 200 elo points is much more difficult than bodybuilding or weightlifting. Not even comparable. The CZ speedrun. Legendary. It'll be a day. Oh man, G5. Unfortunate for the opponent. It was just such a wrong move. Yeah. Queen E1 and Rook H2. Everything's held together. Did I box moats? I forgot there's so many people new to the stream, maybe as of habits. It's crazy. Does this look familiar, moats? Do those gloves look familiar? Those fists look weak. No. Heavy hands Hambleton. That's what they call me. Can't take that comment seriously. Glass jaw. I mean, you can't say glass jaw either because, you know, I'll take the heat. We're definitely a boxing noob over here. I'll take the comments, but we can't take glass jaw and we can't take weak hands because objectively both are untrue. Because I got hit in the face, in the head, in the jaw, a cracking amount of times as well, and we kept moving forward like a zombie. Flimsy punches. All right, let's see your televised boxing match. You guys got one of those? We got 1,200 professional boxers in here. What's my boxing elo? 500 probably. Impossible to say. I don't know. Someone who actually does it, you know, would have to make that call. Low elo, let's say that. Yep. Makes sense, Mystic. Real warriors such as yourself. That's right, Skak. Mm-hmm. He's doing great, Cluxton. I see him every so often. Keep in touch. I'm waiting for the next match that Lawrence has, right? There's no way he's done. So where's L Trent back in the ring, you know? I'm waiting for that. Time to time, am Unchained, but very, very infrequent. I really just did the training for the event. MC, we did more practice on the geo ban ideas yesterday, so we've got some fresh thoughts as well. It was reasonably successful, I would say. Still need to iron out a few things, like people that just aren't guessing, or like who are default last. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Yeah, Fractal, you're not understanding the e-girl hierarchy. You know,